How to approach any girl during the daytime. You're walking around, going about your day, and you see that hot girl. And I know part of you would love to go and talk to that girl and get her number, but there's also that other part of you that's stopping you from doing it. The anxiety kicks in, your brain starts telling you all these reasons to not go up and approach her, and so you don't. Or maybe you do go talk to her, but there's still something about your approach that's off. So in this video, I'm gonna be going over the proper way on how to approach any girl during the daytime. I'm gonna be going over the do's and don'ts to approaching, and at the end of the video, it's all gonna come together during a live demo. Let's get into the 5 key elements of how to approach any girl during the daytime.
Starting off with number 1, looks. And yes, looks do matter, guys.
A lot of dudes don't realize that the open actually starts the moment the girl sees you, and oftentimes, this is actually before you even say anything.
Women will instinctually begin to categorize you when they first see you. We need to look at a person and be able to assess if he's a threat or a potential person of value.
Understand, if you're going up during the daytime to approach a really attractive girl and you look like a homeless man, there's gonna be a lot of resistance. And so part of that assessment comes from your look, your fashion, your physique, your grooming, your face, your presentation as a whole.
This will be the first thing people judge you on before they even speak to you.
So now let's move into the more technical elements. We do have a couple to discuss, and then towards the end of the video, I'm gonna show you guys exactly what to say to actually get the conversation going.
But for now, let's move to number 2, the distance and angle of your approach.
See, most men approach women in a way that's uncomfortable, and it triggers an instinctual fight or flight response, resulting in the girl rejecting you before she ever even really got to meet you. So the most effective approach is when the girl can see us at a safe distance and feel comfortable.
Approaching from behind is creepy, and touching us is just worse. So just keep your hands to yourself.
So approaching when you're too close, or trying to jump out in front of her and just like get her to stop, it's also going to trigger an instinctual automatic rejection. So the best angle to actually go in and approach is from the side at a safe distance while still being slightly in front of her. That way she can see you as well. So oftentimes when this is done properly, you can actually get the girl to slow down and eventually stop and talk to you right there anyway.
And not all girls are gonna stop for you. Sometimes they're genuinely busy, and a lot of the times, most women will not stop to speak to a stranger.
Try to stop the girl, but also at the same time, be prepared that you may have to keep walking with her.
At least until we see that you're cool.
So now that we're approaching from the right angle, the next thing that's gonna happen is the girl's gonna be looking at you, okay? And that's also just to assess, is this a person that's a threat, or is this a person of potential value?
And that's why number 3 is your smile.
So back in 2014, when I did my first 5 approaches with women, they all resulted in an automatic rejection. And the main reason was because I wasn't smiling at all. I was very nervous back then, I had a lot of anxiety. And when I went up and approached these girls, I had a very serious serial killer type look on my face. Imagine walking down the street and there's like an aggressive looking man with a serial killer type face trying to stop and have a conversation with you.
I hate that. Automatic no.
Automatically you'd be scared, concerned, and you're just thinking like eject or go around this guy.
It's interesting because a lot of guys don't smile.
Yeah.
They all look so like angry and sus for no reason.
Exactly, that's what men are constantly doing to women. So by adding in the smile, it displays you're friendly, you're not a threat, you're social, and also you have a certain level of confidence to you. I would actually recommend smiling before you even look at the girl. That way the first moment she sees you, you're already like a confident dude that's smiling.
A confident guy who's smiling will definitely trigger positive emotions, which could lead to a conversation. And now number 4, your voice.
So in a minute, I'm gonna demo for you guys exactly what to say to the girl to get into a conversation. But before we talk about what to say, let's talk about your voice, and more importantly, how you're gonna say it.
Me and my friends go out, and a lot of the time, guys can't get our attention because they approach with a very low, weak voice.
A lot of the times, the dude actually thinks he's getting rejected, when in reality, half the time the girl didn't even realize he was trying to talk to her.
Yeah, like,
hey.
You'll think we heard you, but we're just in our own world.
Literally.
Yeah.
Or the other problem that happens is when they go up to the girl, it's like they don't want to bother the girl, and they're very like weak and apologetic that they're even trying to talk to the girl. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bother you.
When men come up to us apologetically and weak, you
Hi.
just
Sorry.
seem
I didn't
very
mean to
unsure
bother
about
you.
yourself
I was just wondering
and
if,
insecure.
So weak and apologetic, you're coming off as unconfident. However, loud and serious, you're probably gonna come across as like too aggressive and threatening.
Hey, excuse me.
So the sweet spot is by being slightly authoritative. That way you at least get her attention, but then you also need to balance it out by using that smile, and that's what's gonna soften it and really hit that sweet spot. So you can get her attention by going in from a safe distance while smiling with a confident voice, downward pitched tonality, and you could say something like,
Hey, excuse me.
So now that we've approached and have her attention, moving on to number 5, what you say.
by going in and being like really direct, it's gonna put a lot of pressure on the girl, and then it's like awkward and uncomfortable, right?
I hate that. Like, too direct is just too much, and like you lost
From
me.
a stranger, yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like going in and being super indirect, it's like you never even get to the point, and then you're probably thinking like,
Like, what's the point?
I think the best approach is one that gets to the point, like explains to the girl the context as to why you're talking to her, but at the same time, it's not like super direct.
Something in the middle for sure.
So some easy lines I recommend you guys start trying out are, hey, excuse me, I just saw you walking by and I really liked your look. I wanted to come say hi. Or, hey, excuse me, I literally just saw you walking and you caught my eye and I wanted to come meet you really quick. Or, hey, excuse me, I just saw you walking by and I thought you looked really cute. I wanted to come over and say hi. How's your day going? Now, once you guys start approaching women and getting into conversations, if you want to learn more about how to vibe with women, be sure to check out the video that I'm linking directly here. And if you guys are interested in working with me directly inside of my coaching programs, check out the link in the description. That's all for this video, guys. Peace out.